Hello guys, this is Sir Mars and you are watching Lectures ni Sir Mars. So in this video, ang i-discuss ko na lecture ay tungkol sa conic section na naman, and that is the hyperbola. Okay? So this is the last na conic section guys that I am discussing, no? Kasi na-discuss na natin yung circle, yung parabola, yung ellipse, tapos ngayon naman nga yung hyperbola. Okay? So, hyperbola is a conic section created when the cutting plane is perpendicular to the cone base. Okay? Mangyayari yung hyperbola kapag yung ating section, yung ating cutting plane, no, is perpendicular to the base. So, yung base natin is yung nandito sa ilalim. Okay? So, kapag perpendicular, nakatayo yung ating cutting plane, then ang ma-form natin na section is hyperbola. So, kung napapansin natin guys, no, yung ating hyperbola is always a pair of a curve, no? So, kasi nga, ang ating assumption dyan is dalawang pinagpatong yan na cone, okay? So, katulad na nakikita natin dito sa may figure, no? Dalawang pinagpatong na cone, and bali kapag nag-pass tayo ng cutting plane na perpendicular to the base, no? Ang magagawa natin dito is a hyperbola. So, ano ba yung definition ng hyperbola? So, the hyperbola is the locus of the point that moves such that the difference of its distance between two fixed points called the foci is constant. The constant difference is the length of its transverse axis, which is 2a. Okay, so kailangan na nating malaman guys, i-orient ko muna kayo sa kung ano yung hyperbola. So take note guys, yung hyperbola natin lamang natin dito, no, ay itong curve na ito. I-highlight ko lang. Okay, so yung hinighlight ko guys, no, yan yung ating hyperbola. So take note, laging magkapares yung hyperbola na iyan. Okay? So ngayon, no, i-orient ko naman kayo kung ano yung mga parts or mga elements nung ating hyperbola. Okay? So una is yung center ng hyperbola. So, take note, yung center ng hyperbola is located here. Ayun. So, ang tawag natin dito is the center of the hyperbola. So, parang katulad lamang ng ellipse. Yung ellipse ay merong center katulad din sa hyperbola. Okay, yung hyperbola ay katulad ng ellipse na merong center, and katulad din siya ng circle na may center. Okay? So, ngayon guys, no, pag nahanap po na yung center ng hyperbola, yung next is, of course, yung ating vertices ng hyperbola. So, we have here two vertices. So, ito, ang tawag natin dito is a vertex. So, pwede natin siyang tawagin as the vertex 1. And this one is also a vertex, and pwede natin siyang tawagin as vertex 2. Take note, pwedeng magkabaliktad yan guys, no? Pwedeng yung vertex 1 yung nasa left, pwedeng yung vertex 2 yung nasa right. Take note guys, itong line na to, yan ko lang, ito, ang line na to, ang tawag natin dito is the transverse axis. Okay? So, yung line na yan is the transverse axis, and yung opposite na line, ito na dumadaan din sa center, ang tawag natin dyan is the conjugate axis. So ayun, so yun yung ating mga axis. Ano muna tayo sa mga distances? So mula dito sa center, papunta dito sa vertex, ang distance niyan is tinatawag nating A. Ito yun, no? A. So, mula sa center, papunta dito sa vertex, ang tawag natin dyan na distance is A. So, ibig sabihin, mula dito, papunta sa other vertex, this is also A. So, ibig sabihin guys, yung length ng transverse axis natin, take note, yung ating transverse axis is measured from vertex to vertex. So, mula dito, papunta dito, ang ating length ng transverse axis is 2a. So, next is yung length naman ng conjugate axis. Yung length ng conjugate axis natin is measured from this point up to this point. Ayun. So, bali guys, no, ang measure natin dito is B. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, B din ito. So, in other words, ang ating length ng ating conjugate axis ang tawag natin dito guys, no? So, again, transverse axis, itong nakahiga. Tapos, yung nakatayo is the conjugate axis. Okay? Mangyayari lamang yan na nakahiga yung ating transverse axis kung naka-open to the left or right yung ating hyperbola. And yung ating hyperbola, kapag naka-open siya upward, downward, then yung ating transverse axis is yung vertical. Okay? Then yung conjugate, again, is laging perpendicular sa ating transverse axis. Okay? So, 2b guys yung ating length ng conjugate axis. Next is galing sa center ng ating hyperbola papunta dito sa ating focus. So meron tayong tinatawag na focus guys, no? Again, yung ating focus is katulad lamang ng focus natin sa parabola, and katulad ng focus sa may ellipse, no? Mula sa vertex papasok, no, sa ating curve, no? ito is a focus. So, mula dito, papunta dito sa loob is a focus ulit. So, dalawa yung ating focus. So, focus 1 and then focus 2. So, distance natin guys mula sa center papuntang focus, mula dito, papunta dito, no, is C. So, again, mula dito, papunta dito sa focus is C. Next is, of course, we have a directrix. So, yung directrix natin is, again, sa may likod ng ating hyperbola. So, sa case na to, since nandito yung ating vertex, yung ating likod is papunta dito na side. So, bali guys, no, ito yung ating directrix, itong line na ito. So, directrix ang tawag natin dito. And ganun din naman dito sa hyperbola sa other side, no? Nandito yung ating vertex, so nandito sa likod niya yung ating directrix. Ito, dalawa din yung ating directrix. So, yung distance natin guys mula sa center, papuntang directrix is tinatawag nating D. So, again, mula sa center papuntang directrix, tinatawag natin siyang D. Next is, meron tayong tinatawag na asymptotes. So, ano ba yung asymptotes? So, kung napapansin nyo guys, no, kung alam mo na, kasi yung una mong makukuha dito kapag nagsosolve ka ng hyperbola, yung una mong makukuha dapat is yung A, ito, at saka yung B, ito. So, ibig sabihin, di ba yung A natin is mula sa center, papunta dito, no, sa ating vertex. And yung B natin is mula dito sa center papunta dito sa may end ng ating conjugate axis. So ngayon, kapag kaalam mo na yung A at saka B, edi makaka-form ka, di ba? Syempre, B din naman ito, then A ito, then A din ito. So makaka-form ka nitong rectangle na to guys, itong rectangle. Take note, kapag kinonect mo guys yung dalawang opposite ends ng rectangle, so mula dito sa end na to, papunta dito sa other end, so ibig sabihin, I am talking about this dashed line, ito. So ang tawag natin dyan sa dashed line na yan is asymptote, okay? So take note, dalawa yung asymptote na yan. Yung isang asymptote is kapag kinonect natin yung isa pang other end, which is ito, okay? So again, yung tawag natin dito is asymptote. So ayun, nandito na nga guys yung pangalan niya, asymptote ang tawag natin dyan. Okay, so ayun, so yun yung ating mga parts. Ay, meron pa pala akong nakalimutan guys, no? Meron tayong tinatawag na latus rectum din dito, no? Again, yung ating latus rectum is perpendicular to the transverse axis na dumadaan din sa focus. Ito yun guys, no? So, ang tawag natin dito is the latus rectum. Okay? So, mamaya ipapakita ko sa inyo yung ating mga formula para sa pag-solve nitong hyperbola. Okay, so balikan muna natin guys yung definition ng hyperbola. Okay? So, ang sabi sa definition ng hyperbola, yung hyperbola nga daw is the locus of the point that moves such that the difference of its distance between two fixed points called the foci is constant. And that constant difference is the length of the transverse axis, which is 2a. Ayun. So, sige nga, anong ibig sabihin nun? Okay? So, kung meron daw tayong point na madadaanan ng hyperbola, yung difference ng distance niya sa dalawang focus, no, is equal to 2a. Okay, so for example, we have here this point. So itong point na to ay nadadaanan ng hyperbola. So yung distance niya papuntang isang focus, ito yon ay D2. Ayun, D sub 2. And yung distance niya sa papuntang isa pang focus is D1. So yung difference ng D2 at saka D1, ito yon, D2 minus D1 is always equal to 2a. So kahit saan guys na madadaanan ng hyperbola, sa kahit saang point na madadaanan ng hyperbola, yung distance niya papuntang isang focus minus the distance papuntang another focus is always equal to 2a. So yun yung definition ng hyperbola. Okay, so ngayon naman guys, no, ay i-discuss natin ano ba yung mga form ng equation ni hyperbola. Okay? So meron na tayong tinatawag dito na standard form. And meron din tayong tinatawag dito na general form. So parang katulad lamang nung sa circle, nung parabola, nung ellipse, meron din siyang standard at saka general form. So ngayon, ano yung ating mga standard forms? Okay? So yung ating standard form, dalawa yung ating form na standard dito, no? Yung una is x minus h squared over a squared minus y minus k squared over b squared equals to 1. Yung pangalawa is y minus k squared over a squared minus x minus h squared over b squared equals to 1. Okay, so ano yung pagkakaiba nito guys sa mga equations nung sa ellipse, for example? No, take note, una is laging may negative dito sa gitna. Okay, laging negative yan guys. Okay, so ngayon, sa dalawang ito, yung isa dito na hyperbola is naka-open to the left and right, yung isa is naka-open upward, downward. So, nasan dito yung naka-open to the left and right, and nasan yung naka-open upward and downward. So, yung nasa unahan guys, itong nandito sa una, ito yung naka-open to the right and to the left. Yung nasa pangalawa, ito yung naka-open upward and downward. So, bakit guys, no? Okay, so take note, ang tatandaan nyo, kung anong variable yung nauuna, yun yung ating opening. So, for example, x yung nauuna dito. So, dapat naka-open siya to the left and to the right. Kung y yung ating nauuna, naka-open siya upward or downward. So, take note guys, no, ito yung pagkakaiba nila sa ellipse. Kasi yung pinagbabasehan natin sa ellipse guys, no, is kung nasaan yung ating a, diba? Naalala nyo yun sa ellipse, no? Kung nasaan si a, kung nasa ilalim siya ni x, pahiga yung ating ellipse. And kung yung a natin ay nasa ilalim ni y, patayo yung ating ellipse. Okay, dito, hindi ganun guys, no? Kung sino yung nauuna sa kanila, kung ibig sabihin guys, kung sino yung positive sa kanila, kasi minus 2 lagi yung nasa gitna. So, kung sino yung positive sa kanila, kung si x yung positive, that means to the left and right yung ating opening. And kung si y naman yung positive, upward and downward yung ating opening. Okay, tapos take note, kailangan yung tandaan dito guys, no, laging nauuna si A. Si A ay laging nauuna. So kung sino yung positive, yung nasa ilalim niya, si A yun, A squared. And kung sino yung negative sa kanila, di ba ito yun, no, may minus, no. Kung sino yung pangalawa, then nasa ilalim niya si B dapat. Okay, tapos take note, no, 1 lagi sa may right side ng ating equation. Okay, so dito na tayo guys sa ating general form ng equation ng hyperbola. So, ito yung ating general form ng equation ng hyperbola. That is ax squared minus by squared plus cx plus dy plus e equals 0. Okay? So, ayun. So, pwede nyo i-memorize guys, no? So, ang pagkakaiba nito sa ellipse, no? Malalaman nyo kung ano yung pagkakaiba. So, ito yung mga palatandaan natin. Paano natin malalaman na ang isang given na equation ay sa hyperbola? Una, ang palatandaan natin is dapat second degree both x and y. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, dapat may makita tayong x squared and y squared. Ito yun, no? Dapat second degree si x at saka si y. Okay? So, kapag may nakita tayong x squared at saka y squared, so, isa na yun na palatandaan na hyperbola siya. Pangalawang palatandaan natin guys is yung a at saka b are not equal. So, si a ay hindi dapat equal kay b. Okay? So, dapat hindi sila equal. And pangatlong palatandaan natin ay si A at saka si B have different signs. Ibig sabihin, yung isa ay positive, yung isa dapat ay negative. Kapag na-satisfy natin itong tatlong condition natin, ibig sabihin, sure na that our equation is of a hyperbola. Okay? So, ito pa yung kailangan nating matandaan guys, no? Etong c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared. So, this is applicable only to hyperbola. Okay? So, this is only applicable to hyperbola. Okay? So, again, c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared. So, saan siya nanggaling guys? No? Galing siya dito. So, take note, nakikita nyo itong triangle. No? So, mula dito sa center, papunta dito, we know that it is b. Tapos, mula dito sa center, papunta dito, we know that it is a. Ito yun, no? So, itong triangle na to, take note na itong hypotenuse nila is yung c. So, kaya applicable dito yung Pythagorean theorem, and that is c squared is equals to a squared plus b squared. So, take note that this is only applicable to hyperbola. Tapos, take note, maaaring itanong din dito yung eccentricity guys, and the formula natin para sa eccentricity is equal to c over a. So, pareho lang ito guys sa first eccentricity ng ating ellipse, no? So, hindi nyo kailangan mag-memorize ng bago. So, ito lang yung ating eccentricity sa hyperbola. And take note guys, yung ating eccentricity sa hyperbola is always greater than 1. No, laging ganun guys, no? Yung ating eccentricity sa hyperbola is always greater than 1. Bakit? Kasi si c is always greater than a, no? So, si c is always greater than a, so therefore our eccentricity is always greater than 1. And the last na formula guys na dapat ating tandaan is the length of the latus rectum, which is equal to 2b squared over a. Take note guys na itong latus rectum na formula na to is kapareho lamang sa formula ng latus rectum ng para sa ellipse. So para mas maintindihan natin guys, let us solve this problem. Example problem number 1. How far from the x-axis is the focus of the hyperbola x squared minus 2y squared plus 4x plus 4y plus 4 equals 0. So let us now solve this problem, guys. So again, guys, no, yung ating kailangan malaman dito, no, is how far from the x-axis is the focus of the hyperbola x squared minus 2y squared plus 4x plus 4y plus 4 equals 0. So, hanapin natin yung focus. Tapos, bali guys, no, ang kailangan natin makuha dito is yung distance ng focus na yan from the x-axis. Okay? So, sinabi na sa problem guys na this equation na given is sa hyperbola. Pero, para lang maging sure tayo, let us check kung sa hyperbola nga ba ito. So, kung naalala nyo, meron tayong mga conditions para malaman kung ang isang equation nga ay sa hyperbola. At eto nga yung mga conditions na iyon. So, isulat muna natin guys yung ating equation, no? X squared minus 2y squared plus 4x plus 4y plus 4 is equal to 0. Okay? Sige, so yung una nating condition guys is second degree both x and y. So dapat may makita tayong x squared at may makita tayong y squared. So ayun, x squared, y squared. Check. So check na kaagad yung ating unang condition. Pangalawa, a and b are not equal. Yung a natin dito guys is yung coefficient ni x squared. So yung ating coefficient ni x squared dito is 1. That is our a. And yung ating b dito is negative 2. So hindi sila equal guys. So check din yung ating pangalawang condition. Next is a and b have different signs. Okay, so positive yung ating a, yung ating b dito is negative. So therefore, check din yung ating pangatlong condition. So ayun, so dahil nga na-satisfy natin yung tatlong conditions, it means na automatic, no, na ito talaga ay confirmed na hyperbola yung ating equation na given sa problem. Okay? Sige, so let us now solve the problem, no? Kasi sure na tayo na hyperbola talaga ito. Okay, so kailangan nating malaman guys, kung itong hyperbola nga ba na to ay opening upward, downward, or opening to the left or to the right, no? So, paano natin malalaman yon? No, all we have to do is to transform this general form na equation. Kailangan natin i-transform itong general form into a standard form. So, ayun. So, kopyahin muna natin guys yung ating mga standard form para maintindihan natin. Okay, so ito na nga guys yung ating standard form na equation. So, kailangan ma-reduce natin siya into standard form para malaman natin kung naka-open ba siya to the left and right. So again, no, yung nandito sa taas na equation, ito yung naka-open to the left and right. Yung nandito sa baba, ito yung naka-open upward and downward. Again, yung ating palatandaan is kung mauuna si x, then naka-open siya to the left and right. And kung mauuna si y, then naka-open siya upward, downward. Okay? Sige, so ang gagawin natin dito guys is pagsasamahin muna natin yung pakaparehong variable. So bali, x squared plus 4x, then minus 2y squared plus 4y. Tapos, yung ating constant, itatranspose natin sa other side ng ating equation. Okay, so ngayon, ang gagawin natin guys is, ilalabas muna natin si 2 sa ating coefficient ng y squared. So, ang mangyari dito guys is x squared plus 4x. Okay, so maglagay lang tayo ng space dito para sa completing square mamaya. Then, minus 2. Then, ilalabas na natin yung si 2 na yan. No? So, bali y squared na lang. And then, bali, mangyari dito is minus 2y. Tama ba? No? And equals to negative 4. Okay, so ngayon, gagawin natin guys is completing the square. So, kukunin natin yung kalahati ni positive 4 because that is the coefficient of our x. So, positive 2 yung kalahati niya. Square natin yun. So, plus 4. Okay? Then, ito, yung kalahati nito is negative 1. Then, squared, then plus 1 yung i-add natin dito. Okay? So, nangyari dito guys, no, is nag-add tayo sa left side ng equation ng plus 4 and nag-minus tayo ng minus 2 times 1. So, kaya para mawala yung effect is ganun din yung ating ginawa sa may right side ng equation, no, para parang hindi lang nagalaw yung ating equation. Okay? So, ngayon, no, isi-simplify na natin ito. So, take note, this is now a perfect square na binomial and it is x plus 2 squared minus 2, then y minus 1 squared is equal to, cancel itong negative 4 at saka 4, so negative 2 ito. So, ngayon, ang gagawin natin guys, no, take note na yung ating mga standard form is 1 yung nasa right side ng equation. Okay, so ang ating gagawin is we will divide this whole equation ng negative 2. So, ngayon ang mangyayari is magiging x plus 2 squared over negative 2 minus negative 2 over negative 2 is 1. So, plus y minus 1 squared over 1 is equal to 1. So ngayon, ang gagawin natin guys, take note na si y na dito yung ating positive. Okay? So unahin natin isulat dito si y minus 1, then squared divided by 1, then minus, ito take note is a negative na term. So minus x plus 2 squared over 2 is equal to 1. Ayun. So this is now in standard form guys. So aling form kaya ito? So, is it the first? Itong nandito ba sa una or nandito sa pangalawa? So, ang form na to is sa pangalawa, no? So, nauuna si y. So, therefore, itong ating hyperbola is opening upward and downward. Okay? So, dito, makukuha na natin guys kung ano yung ating value ng ating center. So, yung ating center nga ulit is hk na coordinate. So, yung ating h dito is negative 2 and yung ating k dito is positive 1. Okay? So, this is the center. And take note, itong 1 na nandito is that is the a squared. Okay? So, take note, ito yung sinusunod natin, no? Yung a squared natin is yung 1. So, a squared is equals to 1. So, a is equal to square root of 1 and a is equal to 1. Tapos, yung b squared natin, guys, is equal to 2. And therefore, b is equal to square root of 2 and b is equal to 1.414. So, ang gagawin natin guys is ipa-plot natin ito ngayon na ating hyperbola. Okay, so ang una nating ipa-plot guys is yung ating center ng ating hyperbola. So, the center nga is located at negative 2. So, 1, 2, then positive 1. So, nandito yung ating center ng ating hyperbola and it is negative 2, 1. Next is, okay, so take note guys, no, yung ating hyperbola dito is naka-open upward and downward. So, ang gagawin natin is magka-count tayo ng A, okay, paakyat, okay. So, take note, yung ating A is papuntang vertex, okay. So, mula sa center papuntang vertex, no, is 1, ito yun, okay. So, count tayo mula dito ng 1. So, ito yun guys. So, ito yung ating vertex 1 and this is, yung ating coordinate nito is negative 2, then, okay, umakyat man tayo ng 1, so magiging positive 2. Bababa din tayo guys mula sa center ng 1, okay, para sa ating second na vertex, at ito na nga yun. So, this is our vertex 2, and this is negative 2, then 0, okay. Then, para naman sa ating B. So, para sa ating B, pupunta tayo sa right ng 1.414 and pupunta tayo sa left ng 1.414 at yun na yung ating magiging point. So, itong green yung ating gamitin guys, no? So, somewhere here yung ating B na 1.414 and then sa kabila ay somewhere here. Okay? So, ang gagawin lamang natin guys, no, is kung nakikita natin itong ating mga points, we have here 5 points, kasama na yung center, pero yung 4 lamang yung ating gagamitin. So, gagawa tayo ng rectangle. Ito yung ating rectangle, guys. Okay, so yan na yung ating rectangle, guys. So, bale, no, ang gagawin lamang natin is gagawa tayo ng asymptotes. Asymptotes muna yung ating unahin guys, no? So yung ating asymptote dito ay ito. Okay, so yung nakikita natin guys sa mga violet na lines, ito na yung ating asymptotes. Okay, so ilagay lang natin dito yung ating hyperbola. So yung ating hyperbola ay ito. Okay, so nakikita na natin guys yung ating hyperbola dito guys, no? So una, ang gawin natin muna is i-drawing muna natin guys yung ating transverse axis, pati na din yung ating conjugate axis. So nasan ba yung ating transverse axis? Ito yun. Yung ating transverse axis ay, so ito yung ating transverse axis. And yung ating conjugate axis ay, so ito yung ating conjugate axis. Okay. So ngayon, ang gawin natin guys, no, is kailangan nating hanapin, kasi yung tinatanong dito is yung distance from the x-axis to the focus of the hyperbola. Okay, so meron tayong dalawang focus dito guys, no? So yung ating isang focus is papunta sa may taas ng isang hyperbola and yung isa papuntang baba ng hyperbola. So, somewhere here yung ating focus. So, tawagin natin ito as focus 1. Tapos, ito yung ating pangalawa which is focus 2. Okay? So, i-review muna natin guys, ano ba yung distance ng ating focus from the center? So, as we discussed kanina, ito yung ating center. Tapos, ito yung ating focus. And the distance between the center to the focus is C. Okay? So, ayun. So, para makuha natin si C, take note, nakuha na natin si B at saka si A kanina. So, gagamitin na natin guys itong aking sinabi na property ng hyperbola, which is itong C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared. So, take note, applicable yan dito sa triangle na yan, no? Right triangle. Si C yung ating hypotenuse, si B at saka si A are our legs ng ating right triangle. Okay? So, applicable yan guys. So, i-compute natin si C. So, ang mangyayari dito is c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared. So, bali guys, c squared is equal to a natin dito is 1 squared plus b natin dito is square root of 2 then squared. Okay, so ito yung ating b, no? So, bali guys, c squared is equal to 1 plus 2. So, c squared is equals to 3. So, c is equal to square root of 3. Okay. So, ayun na guys, no? So, c natin is square root of 3 and this is equal to 1.732. So, galing sa center ng ating hyperbola, papunta dito sa focus is 1.732. So, ibig sabihin guys, no, yung ating magiging coordinate nito, take note, yung ating center no is negative 2, 1. So, negative 2 pa rin yung ating x. Tapos, yung ating magiging y dito is 1, 1. Ito, 1 man to yung ating center. So, 1 plus 1.732. So, magiging 2.732. Okay, then dito naman sa isang focus, yung ating coordinate nito is negative 2 pa din yung ating abscissa. Then, yung ating ordinate is 1. Ito yon minus 1.732. So, bale, magiging negative 0.732. Okay, so again, yung tinatanong natin dito guys, no, ang tanong sa problem is how far from the x-axis is the focus of the hyperbola. So, isang focus lang yung tinatanong, okay? So, nasan ba yung ating x-axis? Nandito yung ating x-axis, guys. So, yung ating distance mula sa x-axis, no? Ito yung ating x-axis, papuntang focus. Ito yung isang distance, which is 2.732. And yung isang distance is negative 0.732 or 0.732 kasi distance man yung tinutukoy. So, absolute value yung ating kailangan. So, it's alin man sa dalawa dito guys, yung lumabas sa choices, yun yung ating magiging sagot. So, hanapin natin guys kung ano yung lumabas. And the answer is letter C. That is 2.73. Okay, so ang dali lang guys, no? So, naging mahaba lang siya guys, no? It's because medyo may konting kahirapan yung hyperbola, pero kung magsosolve ka ng maraming beses, no, ng maraming hyperbola problems, siguradong magiging madali na sa inyo ito guys, no? Okay? Ang sagot natin sa problem na ito is letter C and that is 2.73. So, thank you guys for watching this video. So, ito na yung huling conic section na i-discuss natin. So, mag-upload na lang ako ng iba pang example ng hyperbola, no, para sa mga nag-aaral. Okay, so salamat sa panonood at sa inyong suporta. So, see you in the next video. If this lecture has helped you, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions, you can comment below or send your questions to my Facebook page, Lectures ni Sir Mars. I will paste the link in the video description. You can also download the PDF of my lectures and PDF references for civil engineering by visiting my site. The link is also in the video description. Thank you again guys. Once again, this is Sir Mars and see you in the next lecture.